Bob and Ray.
Yes, it's the Bob and Ray Show, with music by Ken and Bill, controlled by Charlie Burgoyne, and starring those two halfwits. Excuse me. Today, a special musical feature prepared in cooperation with the 25th anniversary of music in the world, in which we will give out with something those potato chips came to us, Bill. They're Ray's potato chips. That's the name of them. They're not Ray's, actually. And they're made in Haverhill.
Good.
Pass them around. They weren't sent to you in the first place. You can at least pass them around here.
Take one. One, I said.
Quiet.
Will you take over, Wally?
Glad to. Good afternoon, friends, and welcome once again to a program called Matinee with Bob and Ray.
Pieces of music in the drawer there. Don't let him have them.
We will be on the air for the following half hour, from 1 to 1:30, brought to you by... No,
it's brought to you live today.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
We're absolutely live and in real color.
Hey, those are good potato chips. Did you have some?
No, I didn't.
He was too stingy, huh?
I would, but... Green? I don't know what's the matter.
Just making things too difficult, Green. That's all. You're cutting your own throat. I can't think of a better one.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
Keep my name out of it.
That's a lot of nerve he's got. The guy's loaded with nerve, Bob. I'll say that for him.
He is, yeah.
Yes, sirree.
I tried to get in touch with Mr. Eisen today, but evidently he's not around.
Who's that, Bob?
Huh?
Who's that?
You know, has a band. I forget his first name.
Larry Eisen?
Larry or Vaughn? No.
No, Von Eisen?
No.
No. Well, anyway, what do you want? Or what did you want to
He
get?
didn't want anything. I wanted to get in touch with him.
What do you want to get in touch with
Well,
him?
it's a personal matter, so I didn't get in touch with him. It doesn't make any difference. I'm just passing the time of day. Will you stop eating those things? You saw what that letter said the other day. You're lousing up the show. Now, sit down.
No, I didn't want to have to say that on the air.
Well, I did. I wanted to say it.
I didn't want to say it, Bob.
That was Ray Goulding that
That
said
was
that.
Bob
to the
Elliott who
press.
said it. Everyone knows that. You're a chow hound.
You may have one.
And here he is, Chow Hound.
Oh.
Oh, boy, isn't
Green?
he?
Oh.
He's awfully funny today.
You people wonder probably
You're a scream.
why we spend so much time tearing Green down. But if you could be here and see his actions and his attitude on this program, you'd understand. It's really more than either of us can take. We're getting to the end of our rope.
Well, Bob and I this afternoon thought we'd like to reminisce with you friends, you old-timers, and bring back some of the songs that Bob and I introduced
In our 20 odd years of vaudeville.
And we, of course, brought to the public and made popular in our own little way several songs that we think you'll remember and would love to hear again.
We're kind of modest about it, but I think you'll recognize them when you do hear them.
I remember one afternoon we were in Grand Rapids, Michigan. No.
No, that's the wrong type of background.
Bob and I were doing 4 a day in Grand Rapids.
Those were great days, weren't they?
And in the dressing room just before the show went on, Dan Daly came and knocked on our door.
And he said he had a new song he'd like to have us try out.
He looked at me and he knew I was in no condition to go on stage.
So he took over, and Dan and I walked out on the boards, and we went into a little song like this.
Well, incidentally, Flo Ziegfeld was in the audience watching that day.
Hello, hello, hello. Then we went into our act there. And then Ray recovered the next day, and I remember so well when he introduced this little one that you'll all remember, I'm sure.
Glow, little glowworm, glimmer, glimmer, glow, little glowworm, I am slimmer, glow, little glowworm, dimmer, dimmer, glow, glow, glow.
Hello again.
I put on a cowboy uniform, and when we were playing Eugene, Oregon for a split week back in 1913, I went out on the stage, and for the very first time when anybody there did, when Johnny comes marching home again, hooray, hooray, when Johnny comes marching home again, hooray, hooray. We received a tremendous ovation for that.
Missouri. We were there for just 2 or 3 days, just before we were booked into the Palace for one of our biggest openings. And Bob and I sat down. It was in a little restaurant in the back street out there in St.
I think that
Joseph,
was when
Missouri.
Betty Grable left you, wasn't it?
Yes, and Bob and I wrote this, and that night I sang Good night, sweetheart, till we meet tomorrow. Good night, sweetheart, dreams will banish sorrow. Good night, sweetheart, la 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 la.
Then we moved on to Peoria, Illinois again, where we made a wonderful weekend appearance there. I remember the old theater out there where we nearly set fire to the place. The song that was all the rage that particular week was one that's very popular today. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the park. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never come back. And that's root for the whole thing.
Sing it, Bob.
Say it, well, that's a shame. And that's 1, 2, 3 strikes you out at the old ball game. And Ray went into his soft shoe dance to the same tune.
And I sang this song. 5'2", eyes of blue. Has anybody seen my girl? 2'5", 3'4", 4'6". Pick up 6. Has anybody seen my girl?
Then one of the songs that everybody seemed to go for when we got just outside New York. We were playing Bayonne, New Jersey at the time. This wasn't too many years ago.
It was before your time, though.
It was before my time, and I did a song that's recently made a revival, and it's enjoying a wonderful comeback.
Sing it, Bob.
I know that someday you'll want me to watch you when I am strong for somebody new. I remember that September.
Flo was out there.
I kind of forgot the words that night. And that was when I first did my famous Chalk Talk, which achieved great success here and in the United States.
Did you sing the Gorilla song?
What was that?
Gorilla song.
Gorilla, my dreams, I love you. No, I
And then we
didn't do
played
that.
down in Charleston, North Carolina, in a tobacco warehouse. And this song was a great big favorite. I'd like to sing it again.
Chesterfield over and over again. Chesterfield satisfy women and men. Milder, much milder, all smokers agree. Always buy Chesterfield ABC.
1936, Chicago, North Side, the Strand Theater. Up in lights, Bob and Ray's teams weren't there. They were part of the show, nevertheless. And they were wowing them with a song that went like this.
When the deep purple falls
Sing it, Ray. Flo's out there.
over sleepy garden walls,
And the
sunset.
That's all. That's too many.
Flo wasn't out there after that, but that didn't set us back any. We kept right on going, sending our trunks along ahead of us.
And everyone was feeding us peanuts in those days.
We used to go into a theater and find out what time the laundry went out.
Well, so much for that, Bob, recalling the old days and the
Yes,
old
as you were
circuit.
saying, before you buy any television set, listen to this amazing free offer from the House of Television, New England's largest exclusive television dealer.
Before you buy any television set, we suggest that you do that.
Will you translate this as I go along?
I'll stop and interrupt you.
Phone Richmond 21750 right now, and you can have television in your home tonight.
In other words, friends, if you call that number he just read, you could have a television set in your house before sundown.
Call Richmond.
Yes, we were in Houston. I remember
that.
well. We just discovered oil.
Call Richmond 21750 right now, and big, beautiful Admiral television console will be delivered to your home at the time you specify. Now, this absolutely has no cost attached to it, absolutely no obligation.
There's a little
Now, what
aerial
does Mr.
attached to
Elliott
it.
mean by those words?
I wasn't listening, frankly.
All right, Admiral is America's #1 favorite, the set with more features and better features.
It's America's smart set.
Admiral Television brings you pictures as clear as the movies, tunes as easily as your own radio set.
In fact, there's a William S. Hart movie on there tonight.
Admiral is nationally advertised from coast to coast. Phone the House of Television now for your
Followed
free
by a weather forecast.
home trial of Admiral Television. Just call Richmond 21750 and your set will be delivered. You can purchase your Admiral Television console on liberal long-term credit. Installation is free. An efficient indoor antenna is included in the amazingly low cost.
I should read that.
And you even get 90 days.
I should read it.
Free guarantee.
Oh.
Compare Judge Admiral for yourself. Call the House of Television, New England's largest exclusive television dealer at Richmond 21750 right now. Don't miss out on this great free home trial offer.
There's one thing about television, boy. They can spend a half an hour, the weather forecast, with those big maps that you never read in the newspapers, with dots and arrows and shaded areas.
Sure.
Now, here we have a mass of cold air, which is centering itself around Lake Ossipee, New Hampshire. It won't hit these parts, I don't believe. But
Then is
folks
it-
in the Ossipee region will have a good, cool Canadian ace air up there for their own listening pleasure, for their own enjoyable weather. And now it's my sponsor.
Well,
Be
I
back
have,
in just a moment after word from my sponsor.
I have a swell idea for a television show. First, it opens with a double image.
That's
The
good.
thing is shaking.
With snow going by in
And
front
snow
of
falling, then you make arrangements to have an airplane fly overhead, see? And that gives it a terrific vibration appearance. Then you come on, Bob.
it. And then somebody drives
and
into the
in
driveway.
some funny way, we have two heads on you.
What do you mean in some funny way? I just come on naturally.
And I think it would go great. Then we'd have vertical bars for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound good?
Sure.
Mixed in with a little snow. And double image. Like we could have the scoreboard on there for 4 or 5 minutes in the background. The end of third inning. Is it third inning?
After the end of every inning, we can have that.
Wouldn't that be
and
good?
It would say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, or 9.
Or
as
15. Any number. Any given number.
Any given number. I
Wouldn't
think
that be a
would
good
be
idea?
good. Yep.
I like it very much.
And then we could, what else could we do? We could have, maybe a piano player or something.
Mm-hmm.
And we could have news going by,
Yeah, we
so you could read it. Of course, it was the same thing as in the newspaper, but, you could read it going by on the...
have it just like in headline form.
Sure.
Incidentally, I think it's time for Peter Gorey, I believe. And if
I haven't seen him up here today.
Haven't you seen him?
No, I don't.
I think we'll try to get Peter in for one of his swell news broadcasts a little later.
He never goes on until 1:15. And right now, between now and 1:15, it's time for the Bob and Ray Reptile Show. Everybody gather around. Here we go. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Step inside for the biggest show on earth.
Creeping reptiles all over the place.
You'll see lizards, alligators, and a car leaping itself up and over traps, cop, and that will bust 2 other cars.
And a moth-eating man.
Can you ride this?
The weather prediction is for cooler weather. All shifts at Gillette Safety Razor Company will work as usual.
Hey, Bob, I was thinking recently of... Remember when you buy a new car and you go back for 1,000 miles check?
Mm-hmm.
You usually think up little things to tell the man who sold you the car.
Yes,
And,
be sure you check the water in the battery.
Well, and a few little things usually read something like this. The hood chrome center is buckling.
Oh, that's
One-
nothing. We fix that. We'll see that anyway when we get around to it.
That center strip on the windshield is loose, and the rain
Oh,
comes in
I
there.
see that. Yeah, well, we'll straighten that right out.
out, too.
Yeah, the speedometer light doesn't light up, and I don't know how
You
fast.
do much driving at night?
Not very much.
Well, that's really not. Hit it a couple of times.
Okay, you know the blower in the fan there?
Yeah.
Doesn't do no blowing at all.
Well, this warm weather won't do you any good anyway.
The wiper. It just goes up and it won't come down nowhere. It hangs there, kind of funny
That
like.
keeps going up and don't come down.
Yeah, that's
I'll
right.
make a note of that of this little
The top
troubleshoot.
of my car is faded a little. I parked it outside by the hose.
You leave it in the sun very much?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's probably it.
And my keys, incidentally, don't fit the ignition.
Oh, well, here, I'll give you another set until we can find the ones that do fit.
The hood doesn't raise up properly.
You got a convertible?
No, the hood.
Oh, the hood,
up
you
over
mean?
the motor.
Well,
it doesn't
you,
come up at all. I can't
have
get
you
in
tried
the
getting in from underneath?
Yes, but it's hard.
It must be a Cobra 8.
Well, we'll see what we can do about that. We're pretty busy, though,
The
you know.
door handles on the left rear door, it don't latch or nothing. I can't lock the car.
Well, yeah, that's why, you know, why don't you? You got a 2-door car here.
Oh, and then when I put it in the reverse, it jerks back and stalls whenever I put it in reverse.
Oh, that's all?
Yes, sir.
We've had a lot of trouble with that in these cars.
And you know that oil
I'd
injector?
advise you don't back up.
The oil injector that you sold me as an extra?
Yeah.
Well, a little bit of oil keeps flopping up on the windshield from underneath the hood. A little crack there.
Well, just turn the windshield wiper on.
Well, the windshield wiper don't work, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, what if we fix the windshield wiper?
foot
Then will you
pad-
forget the oil thing?
The rubber foot pad on the clutch there came off.
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't need that anyway.
Then,
I
of
don't think
course,
we got
those
one.
bumper guards, one is split down the middle.
Yeah, well, I think that's the way they're supposed to be.
Uh-huh. How about on the side view mirror, all I get's a picture of the sky in there.
How's it come through? It gets snowfall and snowflakes in it?
Well,
or-
and on the summer, it's always blue.
Yeah?
And I don't see nothing except, as I say...
What do you want to see in it?
Oh,
I mean,
things, like live
You
things.
want to see yourself in it?
Well, I'd like to.
Well, we'll adjust it around so it faces you.
All right, thanks. Now then, another thing. Them tires.
What's the matter with them?
They're very high. And they're flat, kind of. No air like in them.
Oh, well, we must have forgot
They're pretty
to...
round, except on the bottom they're pretty flat.
Yeah, well, we must have forgot to deflate them, I guess.
The steering wheel doesn't turn the left front wheel.
Well, the other one turns, don't it?
Yeah, the other one
Oh,
goes
you
okay.
can make it turn all right.
The dome light in the back seat,
Are they towing in or towing out?
they kind of toe in a little.
Yeah, you'll find yourself driving to a point pretty soon.
And, one other thing. On this new car, I wish you could say, the ashtrays are filled up.
Well, I don't know about that. That comes that way from the factory.
Other
you know.
than that,
the
though, I'm
ashtrays
pretty
are in
pleased.
there to stay, as far as I know.
Other than that, it's the best car
Somebody
I've
else
ever
ever
driven.
complained about them ashtrays to me.
So if you'll take care of that, please, sir.
Yeah, that was one windshield wiper you want to replace.
That's the only thing I can think
Okay,
of.
right. That'll fix it all up. I'll take care of that. Be back about 2 weeks from now, will you?
Okay. Well, so much for that.
Yes, now it's the Bob and Ray Reptile Show.
No, it's time for commercial.
This vacation, go and come in cool comfort, rested and refreshed aboard your New Haven Railroad train. To New York, to Cape Cod, and to many other points south of Boston, your New Haven offers better service, faster schedules that let you reach your vacation destination far more quickly, with more time for rest and recreation when you arrive. You'll appreciate the real dependability New Haven brings to your vacation, too. No matter what the weather, fog, rain, or shine, New Haven trains operate on time and safely. No canceled schedules, no delays to interrupt your vacation plans. So go by train, go New Haven this year. And when you step down after a fast, comfortable ride in New Haven's air-conditioned coaches upon the cars, you'll say that's the way I travel from now on. So go, New Haven. And now make way for the dancing girls.
Ken, has they played I Still Get Jealous yet?
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm. Sounded like Kebla to me.
Time now to go backstage with Farrell. Another thrilling story. The story of Manhattan. Broadway.
As alive as today. I like that phrase. Doesn't mean anything.
As we're looking on Backstage Farrell, we're rehearsing for a new show.
All right, girls, let's try it over once more, Harry.
Remember, the Angels is in the wings.
You got that music over there, Harry? Okay, that river
We're going
flows
to make
out
this a
front.
good show for them Angels is here today.
There
Okay,
we go.
girls?
Oh, you out front?
Yes.
Okay. All right, girls. 1, 2. Well, wait a minute, Harry. It's got to be faster than that.
Remember, Harry, this is the number where the girl meets the boy at the seashore, and then they go into a spontaneous dance.
And
all the
they're
other
wearing-
dancers join in.
They're
and
wearing
dance.
1890 bathing suits, too.
Oh, yeah, this is an old-timer. You know what I mean?
Right
Okay,
on.
leave it.
Okay, then.
That's it.
Kick now.
1 and 2 and 3 and turn. 1 and 2 and kick.
Hey, great.
Yeah.
Hold it, Harry. You didn't turn where you were supposed
I
to.
kicked, I know, and I was
You
going to turn the
kicked
next
where you
time.
should have turned.
Yes.
Okay, let's try it over.
Sorry,
shall
I
we?
was thinking of something else.
Well, keep your mind on your work, Grace.
You bet, Backstage.
Okay, then. Go ahead, Harry. 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 10.
Wait, hold it.
Hold it. That was my fault, I guess.
Okay, Backstage, and you gave the one where you should have given nothing.
That's right.
Okay, now.
By the way, who are you anyway?
I'm your co-host.
Oh, that's right. You are at that. Ed Cohog.
All right, let's start again. 1 and 2 and 3 and turn.
Kick.
1 and...
Hold it.
Look, Backstage, why don't you stay? Leave me do the counting, huh?
Okay.
I have the education, right?
Right, I ain't
Okay.
following the script or something.
You got the
That's it.
brains. I
Yeah.
got the money and the education.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Let's try it again, Harry.
Turn.
1. All right, Backstage. I don't know what we're
I'm
gonna
probably all washed up with this production.
I think we're going to have to let you go.
Okay.
Just think, Backstage, you've been in 15 Broadway hits, and this is the first one that you muffed.
I've really messed this up to a fare thee well.
Too bad, Backstage.
Annabelle?
But you'll have to go home and tell your darling wife, Sally, that you're all through.
I can't do that, Ed.
Go on. Well, it's up to you, Backstage. You'll have to think your way out of it.
But Sally's counting so much on this production.
Too bad, but I can't work up any sympathy for Sally.
I'm just old Backstage Farrell.
Sally means nothing to me.
What she does to me, Ed, don't you understand?
You're through, Backstage. Go on. Get out of my life.
Okay. So long, Harry. So long, Ed.
Bye, bye.
So long, Pop, the stage doorman.
So long, everybody. Bye.
Well, Backstage Farrell has had something blow up in his face.
He wends his way down the alley from the stage entrance out onto Broadway.
He cried.
Broadway once gay for Backstage, but now sad.
A cemetery.
He crosses Times Square and heads to his little three-room apartment. Wait a minute. Well, he didn't get there that quick. We had a lot more pathos to
He
get into
stopped
this.
in at Nedick's, for one thing.
Yes, it was a
And-
vertical bar.
That's right. But we don't have time for it, and we'll have to look in on Backstage at some later date.
He really is in a dire predicament, though.
Mm-hmm.
Your announcer, dire predicament.
That's a good name, Bob. If we ever need a name like that someday, that's what we'll use.
Yeah. How about a bugle here? Shall we have one
Sure.
of those? Those fast-breaking stars are in the limelight tonight at Wonderland Revere. It's another all-star program featuring 5 sprints over the short 525-yard course. Spotlighted 9th race. So, Golding, come here just a minute, will you? Got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Listen to this.
Okay, is this how it should be done, sir?
Spotlighted 9th race over the 5/16 mile distance and topped off with an endurance contest over the long Revere course. Here are the greyhounds that will go to post in the night. Ruby Swift, Nina Jennings, Katuza, Identic, Elect, Twilight Harmony, Airbrake, and Tulare Rose. Post time for the first race is 7:45. Daily double closes 7:30. The beer is near from Boston by MTA from Maverick Station from everywhere over wide highways. Floodlighted free parking lots are provided for those who drive. Remember, it's always cool at Wonderland, so spent tonight at the Great Beach Bowl and enjoy breezes from the North Atlantic.
And please don't feed the animals.
That would be a very cooling spot to be this evening, I think.
Why don't you go out there, Bob?
Well, I would,
You would, but
but
well, I'd like to see you go on out.
that's right. I don't have the dime to get out there.
Oh, it would cost you more than that now.
It would.
Sure.
Over a wide highway.
Well, I don't know what to do now. It's such
We've
a
run.
crisis.
Our script was a little short today. We finished up at this
Well, we
point.
figured on more commercials. That was our whole trouble.
We were expecting them. We don't have any contest entries to read today.
We do, Bob, but and you did too. We both, I should say, neglected to bring them to the studio with us. And
We
of course,
did.
it's a good half mile back to our office.
Well, you have to go through the woods down there in front of the
That's right.
boss's office.
That's right, and then cut across where the brook is.
Yeah.
And we couldn't be back at least before the
And
1:30 headline.
then you have to run over by the North 40
That's
to
right.
get down to Studio 4.
And we follow the natural lines of drift down in back of a hilly wooded section and along the riverbank up to Kelly's pasture. That's right, and across it, and down to our office, which is located, as I say, about 1/2 mile from right here.
And so to run back there and get the mail is practically physically impossible.
And to be here on time, we could come back and be here about in the third inning
Mhm.
of this afternoon's ball game.
I
Incidentally,
mean, it is a warm day, even though the air has cooled off a bit. By the way, did you get my notice?
I'm
about
up here without the
Gillette company?
commercials for 1:29.
Oh, no, you're not.
You
No, you're
thoughtful
not.
enough to bring
I
it?
thought of that ahead of time.
Hey, Bob, you're wonderful. You know.
And did you get the message about Gillette? They have to go back to work there because of cooler weather. All shifts at Gillette Safety Razor Company will work as usual, though.
That's good.
Get in there and turn out them razors.
Sure. Get back there and start looking and feeling
Wait a
sharp.
minute. Mr. Wilson has had an inspiration.
Beautiful music. Mr. Green is feeling his way through this, friends.
He doesn't know exactly what to expect.
Sounds like the Budapest String Quartet.
You might be able to expect us back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Matinee with Bob and Ray. Music by Ken and Bill were heard on their own show every morning. 8:35 over this same station.
Come on, Red Sox. Leave us win this rubber game. Matinee with Bob and Ray will be heard again tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Ken Wilson plays